Howdy y'all, it is Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. It's another one of those drive and think videos. This one is all about Keyforge. Just played several matches against my good friend, and when he put in his decks for the new series, he actually had one come out as 100%. An epic deck. Seeing it, playing against it, yes, it is a good deck. Very high rated. It's got Unfathomable, Brobnar, and Sanctum. That sounds right. Lots of Befuddle, like 3 Befuddles for the Unfathomable, which is just bonkers good. He has Halifest for the Brobnar, so he can summon out all the rock stars. And those are like the 4 horsemen as far as usability, if not way stronger. They're interesting. You have to plan around that real fast. But what was interesting was in checking the ratings, so I don't have very many of my decks that are scanned in. Well, I have them all scanned but not rated yet. I have one 95% deck from the new stuff with 3 Hadrith's Walls. Oh yeah. But it's 95%. SAS is, I think his was like 84 and mine was 80. So a decent difference actually. And we played, and I smoked him. Well, we came back to that deck with, I guess, my 2 other decks that were 99.8%. And I checked the ratings on them, they were down to 94s, both of them. They were older generations, both mass mutations, Gen 4s. And my first deck smoked him. My third deck that I played against that 100% deck, it was very close. So there was a better matchup. But still, again, I won the match. Now, one of the things that you can't say for sure is, would you have made different decisions if you were behind the deck, right? That's the key here that we don't ever know, because I didn't see his hand. Well, I did sometimes with the Unfathomable and Abyssal Sight, but there was, it was decisions that were made. I will say, Generation 6 decks with Abyssal Sight and then Befuddle, you can actually take away cards and then declare which house they can play cards of, completely robbing them of a turn, which I did do at one point. Very strong. But he was doing it to me as well, so the concept was both ways, right? But again, you just don't know what you would do when you're behind that deck as well. That's the one challenge. But I think what this all comes down to, my bigger point to all of this, is I kind of wonder and question, is there an error in the deck typing as far as the ratings? Because there's no good way to entirely rate these new Generation 6 decks. My decks went down drastically because one of my decks was a 100% deck for a little bit and then went to 99.8, and now it's down to 94%. It's not a 94% deck. I play it and I still go, no, it does what it does, and it does it very, very well. And then I'm going, well, if there's 100% decks out there that are way better, I'm intrigued. I don't know that they actually do what people think that they do comparatively. So I think something's wrong in the ratings right now, because how do you rate token creatures? I don't know that you can very well, because what does a token creature do? Well, you play a card that says make a token creature. You take the top card of your deck and put it face down on your board as a token creature. Well, that gets complicated because you get the token creature that's often not as good as a regular creature. There are some exceptions to that, definitely. And that's the other thing. My friend's 100% deck, his token creature is a Grumpus. not great. Not great. But inside of the Halifest kind of deck, actually they're decent because you've got lots of Brobnar coming out real fast sometimes. It's pretty insane. So the problem is, though, what was the card that's underneath that face down card that you don't get to have access to? See what I mean? That's where it gets troubling. Because now you played a card, made a token creature, in this case a Grumpus, which was a 2-power with splash attack 1, and you didn't get to see the card underneath. What if it was Befuddle? Right? What if it was a Maelstrom? What if it was da-da-da-da-da, right? What if it was the Halifest card that you needed to summon all your other Brobnars? That's the problem with them. And some decks don't care that their cards ended up face down and just keep moving and grooving. And some decks care badly. So it's just an interesting thing. I haven't got my other decks all scanned. I've got like I said, a 95% according to that, and a 48%. Those are the only two that I've seen thus far, and that's fine. I'll wait. I should have scanned them in a lot sooner, so that way that wouldn't be happening. But I don't know what to make of it because my other decks have been apparently dropping in rankings, and then on Ranky they're still not updated, so I'm gonna have to check and see if there's an update or something because it's all jacked up. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on, you know, what's going on with these token creatures. Is Keyforge in a weird spot? I love the token creature decks. I just think that they're hard to rate because they change things so drastically. But let me know down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. Bye, y'all.